that is bachelor's prepared. To increase your likelihood in nursing programs that offers you an associate degree, your social science. With that being said, after the 2 years, when it came to getting into a nursing program, it's contingent on your grades. Other schools, you apply to the nursing program, but you're not. Okay, and then get accepted into the nursing program and then you have to worry about transferring your credits. It doesn't guarantee that you get accepted. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about the fastest or quickest way to become a registered nurse. So whether you want to be a registered nurse, a CRNA, a midwife, a nurse practitioner, a nurse educator, the first step is essentially a registered nurse, and you can build from there. So the reason why I'm making this video is when I embarked on my nurse practitioner journey, obviously I knew that I had to be a nurse first, and I pretty much took the traditional route straight out of high school, which is to apply to a 4-year nursing program and graduate with my Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and then eventually move on to the graduate level or to get my master's degree. But essentially it took me 4 years to become a registered nurse that is bachelor's prepared. And then when I did embark on this journey from high school and I was applying to different nursing schools, I essentially only apply to schools that offer this traditional 4-year route. There is a quicker way to become a nurse, which requires about 3 years. It is untraditional, but I do feel like it has pros and cons. You know, there's certain drawbacks, but I do feel like it's an excellent option. And you know, to increase your likelihood of getting into a nursing school, especially if you are coming out of high school, I would suggest applying to both routes, the traditional route and the route where it's about 3 years. I live here in New York, and there are certain schools like community colleges and certain nursing programs that offers you an associate degree in 2 years. Okay, so in 2 years you would be a registered nurse with an associate degree, and you can sit for your NCLEX with these programs because you will have your registered nurse. Keep in mind, you're not bachelor prepared, and essentially that is the goal, right? Like essentially most hospitals, not all, depending geographically where you live, most hospitals prefer you to have a bachelor's degree, especially if they're going for magnet status. With that being said, after the 2 years, you would just have to go back to school for an additional year just to get your bachelor's degree. And there are a lot of online programs that offers that. One of the advantages of this route is you can sit for the NCLEX as an associate prepared registered nurse, and then once you finish your bachelor's degree for that additional year, whether it be online or in person, but most people typically do it online. Once you graduate, it's like you graduate, you're done. You don't have to worry about any state boards. You just don't have to worry about taking any standardized tests to start your actual nursing job. You know, you kind of get that over with at the associate level, and you still know you have another year to go. And it's like, once I graduate with my bachelor's degrees, I'm done. Like, I don't have to worry about the NCLEX. I feel like I love that advantage of that route. If you do get hired in a facility or a hospital as a registered nurse with an associate degree, most hospitals, especially if they're magnet status or distinguished or a teaching hospital, they will give you like a year or two to get that bachelor's degree, and they may or may not pay for that, depending. So, you know, depending on the facility, this additional year of school of finishing up your bachelor's degree could be funded for. So that's another possibility or advantage of taking this route. Now, I'm not saying that this route is typically better than the other route. You know, it has its pros and cons, obviously, but I do believe if you want to increase your likelihood of becoming a nurse or getting into a nursing program, I feel like this is it's great to keep this in mind and to apply to schools that offer this. That way you just give yourself a better chance, kind of get your foot in the door as soon as you can, just to kind of expedite the process. St. Paul School of Nursing in Queens, New York offers this program, and I'm sure there's many others. I'm sure there are others, so you would just have to do your research and look into it and just apply. I wish I knew this sooner, because I just felt like I was a little bit stressed when it came to getting into a nursing program, and I just didn't apply to, I didn't have as many schools to apply to because I was only applying to schools that offered a bachelor's degree. So obviously the other more traditional route is the 4-year program straight out of high school. Obviously you would need a high school diploma, GPA, etc., recommendations, and you would apply to a 4-year college, and once you graduate from that 4-year, you would automatically get your Bachelor of Science in Nursing. But bear in mind, when you're doing the 4-year program, certain schools automatically enroll you into their nursing program once you are accepted into the program, and other schools you apply to the nursing program once you get in. So make sure you know how to distinguish that. For example, I went to Hunter College in New York City, and although I was accepted as a pre-nursing student, I didn't get accepted into the nursing program until you finish your 2nd year. So you do 2 years of prerequisites, your social sciences, microbiology, anatomy and physiology, chemistry, organic chemistry, and then after you complete those 2 years, then you move into you apply to the nursing program, and then once you get accepted to the nursing program, you start the nursing courses. So that can be a little bit misleading because you may think that because you're admitted or you are enrolled as a pre-nursing student that you're automatically in the nursing program, but you're not. Okay, and that could be very stressful because it doesn't guarantee that you get accepted into the nursing program. It's contingent on your grades and how you score or rank relative, and it's contingent on your grades and how you score or rank relative to the other applicants in your cohort. So just keep that in mind. So when you are going for the 4-year route, just know how to distinguish between the schools that automatically enroll you into the nursing program as long as you maintain the GPA versus the schools that will enroll you as a pre-nursing student, and as long as you have a certain GPA that distinguishes you as a competitive and qualified applicant, that would then increase your chances of getting into the nursing program once you apply after 2 years. Me personally, the route that I went was very stressful because, essentially I had to have a plan B just in case I didn't get into that nursing program. And then you have to worry about transferring your credits and what school would make more sense. It could get very complicated. So I would encourage others to try to get into a nursing program that automatically accepts you into the program once you are enrolled, to save you that headache. Those schools may come at a higher cost because I did go to City College in New York City, not a private school. Typically private schools will more so accept you into the nursing program offhand or in the beginning, whereas city and state schools, or more so city schools versus state, but city schools, because they are more affordable, it's more competitive, you will run into that challenge or barrier where you're not automatically enrolled. So just bear that and keep that in mind. And then lastly, I get this question a lot about individuals that already have a degree and would like to enroll in a nursing program to get their registered nurse. For individuals that already have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree but they want to get into the nursing field, obviously you would have to start at getting your registered nurse degree. And typically they have what is called a post-bac program. So basically it's like a post-bachelor's program is what the abbreviation is, post-bac program, post-bachelor program. So essentially you already have a bachelor's degree but you want to go back to school. So for these programs you can it's very rigorous. It's essentially an accelerated program, and prior to applying to a post-bac program or a post-bac nursing program where you would start nursing courses, you first have to complete the prerequisites like the social sciences, the psychologies, your chemistries, anatomy and physiology, your microbiologies. So depending on, every school has different requirements, but essentially those prerequisites you have to complete with a satisfactory grade, whether it be a B or B plus or whatever that school's requirement is. And once you have successfully completed those prerequisites, then you will go ahead and apply to an accelerated program, which is typically 1 to 2 years. It's very intense, it's very rigorous. They're essentially cramming a lot of information in a short period of time. So that's the other way you can get your Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I hope this video helps. I hope I made it very clear. So there are essentially 3 routes. Traditional 4-year route where you don't have any prior degree. Essentially you're coming out of high school or possibly a GED. A high school or GED, you would apply to a 4-year program, graduate with your Bachelor of Science in Nursing, then take your NCLEX, and boom, you're ready to start working as a nurse. And also already have a Bachelor of Science in a different discipline and you want to get into nursing, but first you have to do the prerequisite sciences that I mentioned, and then once those are completed, you would do the prerequisite sciences based on the school's requirements. Each school has different sciences that they require, sciences and social sciences that they require. Some schools even require language, but depending on that school, once those are completed, you apply to that post-bac, and these post-bac programs or post-bachelor programs are typically accelerated. And again, it's a lot of information bundled or crammed in a smaller period of time, but people do it and they do well and they execute and they come out with their registered nurse degree. With this route, of course, obviously when you graduate, you have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing as well, and you still do have to take the NCLEX after. And the fastest way to get your registered nurse degree, the one that I wish I knew before I embarked on my nursing journey, likewise straight out of high school or after you had got a GED, you can apply to a 2-year nursing program that will grant you a registered nurse degree that is associate prepared. Once you graduate, you can sit for the NCLEX, pass the NCLEX. Certain facilities will hire you with an associate degree, and that's fine. Others will hire you with an associate degree. However, you do have a year or two to get your bachelor's degree, and the bachelor's degree, like I said, you can do that online. I know a few people that have completed it online. Other people, actually no, I don't know anyone that did it in person, but essentially these programs are online. Some facilities can help pay for this, which is an advantage. And then when you finally graduate with your Bachelor of Science in Nursing, you are complete. There's no NCLEX or anything to worry about. You can go ahead and start working. And then you also gain some experience as a registered nurse with your associate degree, which I feel like can help you transition a little bit better. And with this route, it's 3 years, not 4 years. So anyway, I hope this video helps. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching, and I have more fresh new content headed your way, so make sure you are subscribed. Bye guys.